Welcome. So I'm about to give you the 5 best local SEO tips that actually work. And if you watch this video all the way through, implement the actual 5 tips I'm going to give you, and don't see a clear rank increase of your local business on Google, you can go and call me names down below in the comments and say it doesn't work and call me. That was a bit too much. But yeah, my point is that if you implement these actual 5 tips, you will see a rank increase guaranteed. So with that being said, just stop the funny business and get straight into it to go over what all these 5 tips are and how actually you can implement them starting today. So let's break it down. Right, so we're here. Let's get going. The 5 local SEO tips for 2025. Let's start off with the very first one, of course, which is having ranking pages that actually are built to convert. Now, I know this sounds boring. You're most likely going to click off right now, but trust me, this is very important, okay? What does this all mean? So having ranking pages that are built to convert means, and I'll go over all these in a second here, but when you're ranking, right, let's say this is Google, right? People search for whatever it is that they're searching for to find your business, right? You show up first. There's a bunch more results here, right? Boom, right? If people click your site for whichever keyword, right, they open up and it looks ugly, it's not meant to convert, well, you might get all the clicks, you might get all the traffic, and you might look at like Google Analytics and Google Ahrefs and see, oh, we're getting a bunch of traffic, but you're not going to make more money. Because traffic is a vanity metric. The only thing that matters is the conversions, right? At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the money. Money coming in is the only thing that matters. So to some extent, it's kind of pointless to rank number 1, of course, depending on the keyword, and traffic is kind of pointless too. So you need to make sure that when people click your site, they know what they're in for and you can convert them. And this boils down to essentially 3 things: UI and UX, right? Actually, before that, site speed. Because if your site takes ages to load, right, people just click off and click the second result. And if they do that over and over again, it's just going to be swapped and you're going to just rank down. So make sure your site loads fast. And I have a video on that. I'll leave it down below in the description, how to make sure your site loads fast. But other than that, right, the UI and UX is very important. So if people go to your site and it looks like outdated, looks ugly, the perceived value of your brand is going to go to 0. And the trust in people's eyes is going to go to 0. For example, I'll give you a tangible example. Usually in the plastic surgery niche, or I guess the cosmetic niche, right, I'd say more than 50% of the sites out there and the brands, their sites look so old, so ugly, and they don't inspire trust, right? The perceived value of those sites, and I think you can agree with me, and you can look it up if you want, right? The perceived value of these clinics, of these specialized high-ticket clinics is so low, right? And it's insane, right? For such a complex surgical process, so high ticket, so expensive, right? You'd expect that these clinics would have like amazing, beautiful sites up to date. Okay, and some of them do, but a lot of them don't. And so what I mean by this, making sure that the site is pretty, is like it's pointless to rank first when people go to your site. They don't really like, I don't really trust this guy. Let's just click the second one or check the third one. Now you just open a couple. But if your site looks good, it's great, right? People will just stick around for the first time. Then good UI UX, right? The user experience, right, and the interface on the site need to be good. So the UI, the interface needs to look good, and the user experience needs to look even better, or needs to flow even better. So where people click, where they click here, where they get redirected there. If they land on a blog post, is there a call to action down the side, right? It needs to all flow together. And this, by the way, you have people doing this full time, right? You can pay people to do this for you full time, or can just find someone on Fiverr or Upwork to do it once for you. But invest in UI and UX, right? And just by investing in this, maintaining your rankings, investing in this, you'll see you'll make more money. Again, higher perceived value, better funnels, the experience overall just better. People trust you better. CTAs, for example, if you rank like a bunch of blog posts, right, for informational based content, right, don't just have like a big wall of text, right? That's dumb, right? Have, again, your title right here, maybe an image, okay, and then have your blog post right here, and then of course add a column on the side for a CTA, right? Get a quote, see before and after pictures, add a CTA down here as well, CTA, right? Add CTAs throughout the article, more article, then a CTA in the footer, okay? So build this to sell. Don't build this just to get traffic. Build this to sell, to convert as much traffic that comes in into money. Okay, now this is more of like a superficial type of video. I'm not giving you actual tangible tips, but I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Just add CTAs to the thing. Make it look good, right? It's pretty straightforward, okay? CTAs all over the place. Even on your homepage, right? A lot of plumbers I see, right? A lot of these like electricians, local business type businesses, right? You go to their landing page, right? And the CTA down here, the button to call is red. And then the background is red. And then like there's multiple things that are not buttons that are also red. Don't make this mistake, right? your CTA is where you want to drive people to. So if this CTA is red, if this button is red, don't make other things on our site red. It's just going to confuse people, right? So if this is red and the CTA is red, don't make other things red. They're not clickable, right? Make this look great. Again, you can hire people for this, web designers, they know all this stuff, but make sure that your pages you're ranking are built to convert. That's very important, having CTAs and proper UI UX. You can also do free tools. Let me give an example. Again, I'm not trying to sell you on Journalist AI because you could use ChatGPT for this, I don't know. But with this tool, again, no need to buy it. I'm just going to show you what I mean by this. You can custom code them if you like. So here you can do lead magnets, right? And I can create a magnet for whichever thing I want. Let's say, for example, I'm a local business. I'm a plumber, okay? Plumber, okay? Give the user a quote based on his input, right? How much, what's broken? When do you need fixing? Where are you located? Trust me, it's all gonna make sense in a second here. Get quote. So you can generate and get a free quote tool you can embed on your site, right? So this right here, this is embeddable on your site. Homepage, blog pages, right? And it's interactive. People can say here, toilet is broken. I need it fixed in 24 hours. I'm in Dallas. Let's just do this. Close this. Let me just do be concise. Give a value in dollars. Save changes. Get quote. There you go. Boom. There you go, right? So it's an interactive. You can change things around. I'll just do this quite fast. You can build these tools for anything, right? BMI, mortgage calculators, car financing, leasing. I mean, meal plans. It doesn't just to be calculators. It can be anything you want, right? And these little tools, and you can prompt it a little bit better than I did here, can give an interactive take to your site. And again, going back here, right? All this stuff matters, right? Build pages that convert. These free tools, these little gadgets, little things do add to that perceived value, and can, again, you can go here even if you can just to collect emails, speak with an expert. You can even do, say, changes right here. If they submit whatever it is they're submitting, right? I like, man, no, this is here, this is funny. Okay, right, speak with an expert, right? Okay, I want to speak with, I got my quote, but I still want to speak with an expert. Okay, let's do, okay, my email here, boom, sign up. And they do this and you can get in touch with them. And by the way, these also collects the leads emails. So you can collect leads emails. So that's a plus on top of this. But again, my point is that building free tools, these lead magnets, does help, okay, into making the pages that rank build to convert. Keyword here, build to convert, okay? Second thing is build locally relevant backlinks. So if you want to learn how to build backlinks, I'll leave some courses down below which teaches you basically what backlinks are, what types of backlinks there are, goes over all these ones right here, and how to actually build them. So this video would be super long if I actually show you how to build these, but I mean, because I mean, it's dumb that I recorded this again. I just link it down below. Check the videos; these are super important. Goes over how to build backlinks and how to build locally relevant backlinks. Locally relevant backlinks are just like any other backlink, just locally relevant. For example, citations. Again, I go over this in my other videos, but links from Yahoo, Foursquare, Hotfrog, these citation types of websites. Local PR, right? This is very, very easy to get. Just search on Google for local PR sites or city PR sites or state PR sites, and you can pay people to like put out a press release about your business, right? Pretty straightforward. Local niche blogs, you can find these through Ahrefs. Local organizations, just search on Google. Like you have, for example, these non-profit organizations, right? They have these very, very high authoritative domains where they have like a page called sponsors, /sponsors. And you can pay to show up here, and they usually leave a link to your site. So it's pretty straightforward. Guest post niche edits, again, I'll link a video down below on how to build these. Pretty straightforward. Again, one of the most important things about SEO, local SEO in specific, is link building, okay? It's what's gonna move the needle the most. Okay, so again, check the videos down below in the description for free on how to build links. Okay, third, well, schema markup. Big stuff right here, also called structured data. A lot of people, and most likely our competitors, are not even know what this is, or even aware, and even less of them are actually doing it. So I'm gonna play a clip right now of what this is and actually implement it. So play the clip. Schema markup. And first of all, let me tell you what this is and how this can benefit you and your website and your business. So basically, there's different types of schema. I'm going to show you one, which is the how-to schema. As you can see here, if you search for how to rank in Google after all the ads, the result that most calls your attention, of course, is this one. It has an image and a checklist, a step-by-step list. So this one is in second, but I can assure you that this one is the one that gets the most clicks. So if you click here, which I already did, this is basically the list, okay?
This is the site right here, which is list, step 1. So it's a how-to guide. Step 1 has a bunch of text. Step 2, again, text, images, blah, blah, blah. So if you do inspect view page source, you can see that there is actually some schema. So as you can see, you have different types of schema. This one is the organization schema, which I'll show you in a bit. But if you search through here, you'll find the how-to schema. Okay, this was just an example. I want to show you more examples before I actually tell you how to create these types of schema. Because if you say have a blog here and have a step-by-step list like this guy right here, if you implement schema, the code in your website, you might get lucky, I guess, and have Google display your how-to like this. But let's move on. Other types of schema are recipe schema. So if you search for rice recipes, Google displays these ones, and if you click here, you're redirected to a website that most likely, if you inspect the element, you'll see that it has schema somewhere. So let's do it, and just do Command F and type schema, and as you can see, we have schema right here. Okay. And as you can see, yeah, it has the organization type, which is basically a website or a business. And actually, this is the one for the theme, I guess. But if you scroll down here, you can see that there is a recipe schema. So add type recipe, which is one that is available as well as here. Okay. Now, again, I'm just gonna show you more examples because I think this is valuable. There's event schema. So say events in Portland. Of course, you can go down here and click each one of these, but these ones get a bunch of attention. The idea with schema is to get your site highlighted in some way in the SERP so you get more clicks. So this is the good thing about schema. You get many more clicks. The one I showed you for the rice recipes, there were like big images here. So you're most likely you're going to click the images that will take you to the article instead of scrolling down and clicking on the articles. Then, say you write Best PC Monitor 2022. You also have here a list schema. Okay, so just like the previous one I showed you. And of course, all these websites get clicks, but I'm guessing this one gets many more clicks. Okay, so the idea is to highlight your website with schema like this. And sorry if I'm repeating myself. And then another one, that's FAQ schema. So if you write, why is SEO important? This right here is FAQ schema. So the FAQ, so the questions to the answers to your questions, appear directly in the search, so you don't need to click. But if you do click, as you can see, this is the website, so it has why SEO is important, as the question and the answer. The question and the answer. Okay, so and this appears directly on the SERPs. Okay, so this calls more attention to this result. And this one has it as well. Okay, so just gonna double check. If you do inspect view page source, which I already did right here, you can see it has schema implemented as well. Okay, so now you know why it's important to have schema, because it, in theory, gets more clicks to your website. How do you actually implement schema? Okay, so what you do is go here. There are several tools that do this. This one is a good one. Technicalseo.com, you go for tools and then schema markup generator. Say you have, for example, a FAQ section or a recipe or whatever, video, product. There's a bunch of schema. Local businesses. This one, I think I have a video on this, but if I don't, I'll record one in the future. But if you have a local business, you need to insert local business schema in your website. Okay, it gets you a ton of advantages. Sorry. Now, say you want to do have a FAQ page, okay, like the one we saw previously, where the results were directly in the SERPs. What you do is choose it right here. Then what you do is go to your FAQ page. So you need to have a FAQ page created beforehand. Okay, so otherwise this doesn't make sense. So this right here, you write the first question on your FAQ page. I don't have an FAQ page on my website, but if I did, I would just copy the first question here. So let's do, why is SEO important, for example? Because it gets you more business. Okay, but like I said, this would be you'd have to copy exactly what your FAQ page on your website was about. Or if you chose, for example, a recipe or whatever, product, event, whatever, it needs to be the same as you have it on your website, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so you can add more questions, whatever. What you do then is you copy this code and you go to Google, sorry, this is in Portuguese, you go to Google Rich Results tool, and you just go to the code, you paste it in, and you test the code. And basically this tool will just double check if the tool you use to generate the schema code is in the correct format. So as you can see, it is. So this is a good tool. Like I said, there are several. So make sure if the one you're using generates quality code. Okay. And as you can see here, FAQ detected. This isn't properly filled out. Like I said, this isn't like this looks very bad. But yeah, as you can see, it's valid. So now what you do is you copy the code again, and go to your website and go to the post where you have the actual FAQ, which I don't have. And let's say this one was it. I don't even know what this is, but let's say this was the post with the FAQ. Go to text and just paste in the code, and you just hit update and you're good. So now to double check if the schema was actually implemented, what you do is copy that URL, copy link address, and you go here and paste in the URL, test URL. And as you can see here, the FAQ schema is detected and it's valid. Yeah, that's basically it. This is how you would get results like the ones I showed you before, like how to do SEO. This one is the how-to schema, like again, they're the recipe ones, how to cook rice or rice recipes, I think, yeah. So this is how you get stuff like this, okay, or the FAQ one. Which again, if you wanted to know how to cook rice, most likely you would click these ones instead of scrolling down right here and clicking these ones, okay? So that's the idea behind the schema markup and how it can help you and your business.
Of course, by the way, if you want to do this for local business, you just choose your local business, right? Just fill this all in with your local business info, and of course, just copy it, validate, see if it's correct. Most of it should be correct, but still use that Google tool to validate it. Then just copy it and paste it to your site, just like I said before. But again, the whole goal of this is you're giving more context to Google, right? The more context you give it, the better. And I can assure you, like most of your competitors won't have schema markup set up. So again, local business, right? You can even be more specific, add anything and every single thing you can here. The more things you can add that make sense, of course, the better it is for you, right? Because this little code is what Google reads, right? And make sure it's, by the way, it's coherent with what you have on the site, okay? Add this. Nobody does it, or very few people do it because they think it's too technical. I mean, it is a bit, but yeah, I think you understood how to do it, right? It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, just want to throw this in here because again, for local business, it's the same thing. That's it.
Something else, just I guess I can mention, if you want to do some a local business scheme or organization, what you do is instead of doing that on a certain post like this, you go to at least in WordPress, you go to appearance, theme editor, you go to the header and you place the code inside the body or the header. Either one works. Yeah, that's just basically a little tip if you want to do the local business or organization. So of course you wouldn't post that on a single post. You would need to post it on the header so it goes throughout the whole website. Okay.
There you go. So that's very important. Do that. Okay, that's just an unfair advantage because again, most of your competitors aren't doing this, so you might as well do it just to get the upper hand on them. Fourth, remember when speaking about your GBP, your Google business profile, GBP, it's important to think that this is a living entity. So if I go here and search for plumber Dallas, right, all of these right here, these are living entities, and you got to treat them as like a living baby. So this, right, you have to feed it constantly. Feed it with reviews, feed it with review replies, okay? Feed it with photos, feed it with videos, right? Feed it with Q&As, questions actually, feed it with answers to those questions. Feed it with posts, okay? So this is a living entity, right? Google values living entities. Again, this is a business, and the reason why Google ranks businesses higher or lower, again, there's a multitude of ranking factors which I'll go over in my free local SEO course, which again I'll link down in the description too. But one of those many ranking factors is the activeness of your entity. So this is an entity, all these are entities, right? And Google, of course, if Google sees, oh, okay, these guys are getting a ton of reviews every month, right? The business owners are replying to the reviews. They're posting photos every single day of jobs they worked on, of workspaces. They're posting videos. They're posting Q&As. They're actually making Google GBP posts every single day with images, right? Oh, they're quite active. So, okay, let's promote this active business, right? Because if Google sees you're active, right, they see you as an active business doing work, so they'll just promote you higher, right? Again, there's a lot of nuance behind this, but think about your GBP listing as a living entity, right? Build all these constantly. Again, if you want to learn more about this stuff, check my local SEO course. I think I posted it like a day ago or 2 days ago, so check it out. It's a bit more in depth, but think about it as a living entity. And your take here should be, okay, living entity, okay, I gotta push out stuff for the entity every single day, whether that's posts, reviews, videos, posts, whatever, right? Make sure you feed it, because if you also stop feeding it, well, it stops living, right? It's very important. And finally, meta tags optimization. Now I'm going to play a clip again of what I mean by this, because it's key as well, not just for SEO purposes, but for click-through rate. So I'm going to play the clip right now. Okay, so I want to talk now about something extremely boring but super important, which is meta tags optimizations. Now, very boring, but trust me when I tell you that if you're not doing this, I mean, I don't want to say that your whole SEO game is thrown to waste, but close to it. What do I mean by this? Let me just go here on Google real quick, right? And let's just search real quick for plumber Dallas, okay? We just follow the same example, right? Let's just skip the ads, add. We have the maps. Oh, the maps. Let's go here to the organic results, okay? Now, when a user goes here, right? And you might think this doesn't really matter, but it does, right? People actually read what you write here, right? And yeah, they don't really read what it's written here because it's like super small. Again, it depends on the search. Usually for local businesses, people just want it quick. But if it's not necessarily a local search, people, and you'll find yourself doing this as well, right? You actually read what's here in the meta description. By the way, this is the meta title, okay? Meta title, and this is the meta description. Okay, let's put a D here. Okay. Now, for local SEO, yeah, people don't really read this, but you'll notice that some keywords are bolded out, right? And whether you like it or not, when you're like skimming and scrolling through the results, your eyes will catch attention to the, oh, okay, Dallas, okay, Dallas. So your eyes naturally will be dragged towards the bolded out words. So you're probably like already guessing where I'm going to go at it, which is make sure that in your meta description, right, you got to sprinkle in your keywords for two reasons. First, you got to, let's call it SEO optimize it. So make it optimized for SEO. I know this is a bit redundant because SEO stands for search engine optimization, but either way, you got to optimize it for SEO. So if you're trying to rank for plumber Dallas, try to include the keyword plumber or plumbing or Dallas, right? Or both, right? And second, right, you got to optimize it for user experience. Because again, when I'm skimming through this, right, being a user and I search for plumber Dallas, I'm going to be predisposed to reading this keyword, to reading these keywords or words when my eyes are going through all this. So again, two very important things. Optimize your meta description for SEO, and I'll go over how to do that in a second here. But then most importantly, or as important, optimize it for experience of the user. So note that the keywords are going to be bolded out. Not necessarily the keywords you search here, because I search plumber and it's bolding out the keyword plumbing, right? And it's of course bolding out the keyword Dallas. But optimize it for the user experience. Very, very important, because if like it is a small thing, right? But over the course of months or years, over the course of multiple people searching, multiple people skimming through the results, you'll see a decrease in clicks if you don't have these things, because their eyes will be naturally drawn towards bolded out keywords based or related to the search that they did, okay? So very important. Now, same thing applies to the meta title, okay? And here, not so much related with the bolds, but related with what you write, okay? So here, for example, they went with brand name, okay? And then they went for, I guess, an award. Vote best Dallas plumber. Exact match keyword here, best, and again, some, I guess, social proof, right? Here, this is Yelp, so they just fully on capitalized the best 10 plumbing in Dallas, okay? Here, voted the best plumbing service in Dallas. So you'll notice that for this niche, right, they usually all go for the same thing. So voted the best one in Dallas. Let's see here more. We have here Dallas plumbers, okay, top rated as you see here. So these keywords, top rated, let's see here. This one doesn't really call my attention that much. This neither, because this is too long. Reeves family plumbing, trusted Dallas plumber. I'll put it the other way around. And so I know that I'm being picky here, but the way in which you write things and how you write them plays a very, very, very big part. For example, this one right here, this doesn't even show me, right, what else it's here. And they could have made the mistake of hiding crucial info after this because they made the meta title too long. So you want to make the meta title as short as possible. For example, these guys chose to add the phone number here. And you might need to do some A/B testing, some split testing to see, okay, let's first try the meta title without the phone number and see how many calls we usually get. And then let's try putting it here, running it for like 2 months and see if we get more calls. If we do, okay, maybe just add it a bit more towards the top, right? Maybe just add it here and see if we get more calls. So it's all about testing, right? It's not just, this shouldn't be something static. Of course, you shouldn't be like changing it every single month, but just know that what you write here and how you write it plays a big part. Again, the meta description plays 2 roles in ranking your site, because if this is highly irrelevant, right, Google won't, because this is a ranking factor, by the way. So this needs to be relevant for the search. It needs to be quote unquote SEO optimized. And then second thing, again, they bold out keywords related with your search. And they do this for a reason, because again, your eyes are naturally drawn to these keywords. So if you're just scrolling down and see, oh, okay, plumbing 24 hours. Okay, this one has 24 hours. Boom, let's go. Okay. And again, secondly, the meta title needs to draw people in. It needs to be keyword optimized as well. Hopefully this is making sense so far. I wanted to find a couple more examples here to show you exactly what I mean, but I think from what I just said, you're more or less understanding what I mean. So this is a bad example, so they didn't even finish it, right? Let's see here. This one has schema markup, and we've talked already about schema markup. Look at the difference, right? Where are your eyes drawn to? This one or this one, right? This one, of course, because not only the real estate is bigger, so in pixels, this is way higher than just this, okay? I mean, it is small, but it does play a part, right? This has yellow, 256, so it does play a big part, okay? I would change the meta title to do something more like a 24-hour, maybe, again, like I said before, add the phone number here, see how it performs, see if we get more calls. If not, just remove it, test it out, okay? Very important. And of course, the fav icon, this little thing right here, is shown. So, I mean, this one, if you're just scrolling down, usually I usually use the black background. Usually black and yellow tend to be highly contrasty. So honestly, when I'm looking at here, this is the one that actually draws my eyes to first. Not this one. Not this one looks like very, very old. This one, you can barely see it, right? This one doesn't even have one. Okay, so again, small things, but they do play a big part. Trust me, they do play a big part, okay? This one is awful, doesn't even have, like, only has the default one. This one you can barely read. And again, I know I'm being picky, but these things play a big part. For example, Reddit one, it caught my eye very, very, like, just off the top. Again, of course, the Reddit logo is very well known, but I mean, from all of these ones right here, right, this is the one where it's like fully orange, right? It calls attention to the eye. Okay, so again, very important. Meta tags, the title, okay, and the description. Optimize it both for the user experience, so when they're scrolling through and skimming through, it catches their eye, so it's interesting, okay? And then, of course, optimize it for SEO. And optimizing for SEO is quite simple, right? Look at what people are doing, right? Search for your main keywords. Let's say this is your main keyword, and see what Google is valuing, okay? From what I see here, of course, adding location and adding the word plumber, location, or the plumbing, right? Just copy what's working. That's essentially it. And of course, sprinkle in your keywords. Now, this is a very simple keyword, right? If we're to do plumber Dallas, 24 hours, right? Let's see what else we can have. We can have here, okay? Now we have the keyword now, emergency. Okay, emergency. So Google is valuing the word emergency, so let's just add emergency. So the top 5 results have the word emergency. And 24 hour, this one has it. This one has it as well, closer to the edge. So, excuse me, take a look at what they're doing and try to emulate it. Now, this is a bad example because, again, way too long, okay? So, there's that. So, yeah, that's basically it in terms of meta title, meta description. Look at them, and don't just look at the ones from your homepage, right? Look at the ones from all of your other pages, because I can assure you have some that are not optimized. We, for example, for our own site, we just found like a week ago that we had a terrible meta title for one of our pages that was getting the most traffic. It was ranking, right? But it was just not optimized. So take a look at all your pages, all your main pages, your contacts page, your services pages, your homepage, and take a look at both the meta title and meta description, because I can assure you, you can make some great optimizations. So yeah, that's it. Moving on. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you've seen that how important this is. Now, something that's very important is that this is not enough, right? You need to practice a holistic SEO strategy. And let me show you what I mean by this. So holistic SEO, right? SEO has, as you know, 3 main pillars: on-page SEO, okay, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. These are, I guess, the 3 main pillars of SEO. On-page SEO is everything that happens on the site. The content you write, the keywords you target, how you write it, what you write about, the images you add, the videos, the internal linking, all this stuff, right? On the site stuff. Very important, right? Now, then we have off-page. Off-page is essentially everything that happens off the site. Let's call it essentially link building. The links you build, how many links you build, the link velocity, the anchor text you use, how powerful the links are, if you have your competitors' backlinks plus some more. So basically backlinks, okay? And then technical SEO. This is, I guess, the boring stuff. So schema markup, meta tag optimization, site speed, all this boring stuff, which is still very important because you cannot succeed in SEO just targeting 1 or 2. You got to target all 3. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have an amazing on-page SEO, an amazing off-page SEO, but then your technical SEO lacks. Why? Because your site speed is trash. So you're ranking first, but people click to your site, they come in, and it takes ages to load. What's going to happen is that eventually they're just going to click off and click the second result. And if this happens often enough, well, your site's going to go down, right? So this is just an example that to show you that technical SEO is as important as these 2 other pillars. So to succeed in SEO, you need all these 3 pillars, okay? So you need to practice a holistic SEO strategy. So all the stuff that I went over here, right, this is not enough. You need to practice an holistic SEO strategy. That's why I made getting traffic for free from Google realistic for anyone. That's why we built the AI Search Academy. Okay, what this is basically a group, right, a place with laid out simple step-by-step training videos and courses, right, structured to get your site ranked higher within 30 days. Okay, so you come in, you follow the videos, and you see results. Okay, now what content is in this academy? Well, we have this course, which I love. I recorded rank videos number 1 on Google. So it's 2-hour step-by-step course on how to actually rank videos on YouTube and Google. Okay, so it goes over the equipment that you should use, thumbnail theory, video description, and building links, a bunch of stuff. And if you implement all this stuff, you're going to be able to rank videos number 1 on Google and YouTube. So super powerful. That's inside the AI Search Academy. Second, the Build Backlinks course. Now it's a 3-hour step-by-step course videos on how to actually build backlinks worth $300 each. And how do I know they're worth this much? Well, it's because I sell these links for this exact price. So if you just want to open up a link building agency, or if you just want to sell links to your friends, well, watch this, learn how to build them, and then charge people $300 for each because they're that good. Okay, there you go. That's also included. Super, super important. As I said before, right? Off-page SEO is one of the 3 pillars of a holistic SEO strategy. So you need this to succeed. Excuse me. This one as well, e-commerce store SEO, so e-commerce SEO, that's all there as well for our step-by-step course on how to do e-commerce SEO. Then an AI SEO course, so how to actually leverage AI and these tools that essentially speed up your SEO processes by 500%. So how to use and leverage AI for SEO. SEO course, not using AI. So if you don't want to use AI, which I don't know why you want to do this, but you can not do it. This is, of course, goes over how to do SEO, like every single step by step, A to Z, excuse me, without using AI. And this is my local SEO course, 5 hours long, on how to do local SEO. So all this stuff goes over off-page, on-page, technical, client acquisition, pricing techniques, live case studies, rank and rent, link building, basically ranks any local business website on Google. So this is ideal for local businesses. Then we have the rank and rent SEO course. It's pretty cool. If you know what rank and rent is, it's pretty cool for you, I think. I'll give you a rank and rent course on how to do this rank and rent business model, plus an internally developed no public access plugin that essentially allows you to do rank and rent on autopilot. And if you don't know what this is, just type in rank and rent course on YouTube and my video will show up going over what this is. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you know what it is, that's also included. So all this 7 courses plus the exclusive plugin. So the AI SEO course, the link building SEO course, e-commerce SEO course, SEO for beginners without using AI, my local SEO course, 5 hours long, my video SEO course, rank and rent SEO course plus the plugin. So everything I know about making money with SEO, essentially. Keyword making money, because SEO, like as I said before, traffic can be sort of a vanity metric. Traffic can be sort of pointless. What matters in the long run and at the end of the day is the money you make off of your traffic. Okay. So all this in the AI Search Academy, and you get lifetime access to this. So for life. So the SEO community. So people post, we chat, we discuss ideas. I go over. I think I did a live stream last week. A couple of people hopped on. We just chit chatted, exchanged ideas. I gave them some tips. So that's pretty cool. Weekly calls, which is pretty cool. You can just ask me stuff one-on-one. These 7 actionable SEO courses in the SEO plugin. Here's a couple of results, by the way, from people actually implementing the proper SEO strategies we teach and actually using AI to rank their sites. So this guy right here hit 10K a month in 3 months. This is a Spanish friend of mine, basically a site in Spanish selling tickets for events as an affiliate. So as you see here, most traffic comes from Spain, 10K a month. E-commerce store, 50% more in sales, boom, off of SEO. Timo right here, an SEO agency owner, saying when it comes down to how easy it is to create content and the impressive rankings we see with it. So again, one of the biggest, I think, SEO agencies in Germany, so that's pretty cool. Abib right here, we're now able to rank our clients very quickly in just 1 or 2 months. That's insane, right? 30 days to rank clients, pretty sick. This 20K a month local business in the Swamp Lake tour niche in the US. So again, most traffic comes from the US, and again, the results are just insane. And by the way, all these case studies plus more, right, are all backed up with proof, plus details on what the sites are, how they did it, what they did do, what they didn't do. So all these case studies plus some more are all in the AI SEO Search Academy, plus of course all the courses that you saw before. So if you want to just copy what they're doing, know what their sites are and all that, just hop on it. Now, on top of all this training, right, if you want to take me up on the offer that I'm about to present to you, you also get access to my AI software. And here are some results from people using our AI SEO software. So demo right here is doing $100,000 a month with MRR, with these 2 software businesses. He just left a review saying, I've got a deep dive article with real-time research from the internet that could save me countless hours and hundreds of dollars instead of hiring a ghostwriter. So he's using our AI software to basically achieve and make all the money he's making here right now. Again, of course, not all of his money comes from doing SEO with AI, but some of it comes. Keegan right here, he 4x his traffic in 30 days for his personal brand, right, with our AI software. We have 8-figure tech companies using them. I actually met the co-founder here of Rava. They're a fintech company, right? They just bought a bank for 35 million euros, so they're doing pretty well, and they're using our software to scale their SEO. It's pretty cool. This one, it's a fintech company in Mexico, I think, 50K users, actually also using our software. So that's pretty cool, I think. So I'm going to play a clip right now of what the software actually does and what it is. So just play the clip. Okay, so here's a quick rundown on everything it does. So this is all done with AI, from the featured image, table of contents, proper content extraction with in-article images, internal links, external links, even in-article videos that are relevant to what the article is about. So none of this is random, right? Article about Audi, right? Images are Audis, right? The video is about Audis. All this done with AI. None of it is random. And let's say, for example, you don't like something on here. Just open up the editor and let's say, for example, I don't like this image. Let's just do put it underwater, put the car underwater. And it will take the same car, same make, same model, the whole context of the article into account and put this car underwater. Boom, there you go. I don't know why you want to do this, but you can, right? Let's say, for example, you don't like this, it's missing links. Go here, add links, boom. Add external links. And the AI will read through the whole article, right, and find the best places to add links. Soon you can choose the ones you want to add. Now, of course, you can do all this manually, but why would you do it manually when you could just use AI? That saves you like a ton of time. Links are added. Let's say, for example, you think this is a bit too short. Just go here and say, make it longer, right? Make this part of the article longer. Boom, there you go, accept it. Now, this, for example, you feel like this is just way to make text, just make a list out of it, right? Do you think your readers want to read through all this? Just make a list out of it. Boom, there you go, right? Let's say, for example, you want to just add a custom prompt, right? You can write any prompt here. For example, write this as a pirate, or make this sound, or make this appeal to women, right? You can add any custom prompt here, and not just like this, but you can select multiple parts of the article and add custom prompts. Let's say, for example, your keywords aren't included here. Just go here and add your keywords. Let's just do Audi, buy the best. So you can add your keywords here and you can sprinkle them and make sure they're included here automatically. So this is the editor, pretty straightforward. There's a bunch more stuff it does, but that's it. Then you can also create magnets, which are like little tools. For example, I created an AI car financing calculator, and I can take this works, by the way, and I can embed this into my site, right? The prompt is tell the user if they should finance a car they want to buy based on their input. Their input is this. They have to put in how much the car costs, how much they earn per month, and how much they have in savings. And if I embed this in my site and people go here and say, the car I want costs 160K, I have 80K in savings, and I get 2K per month in income. Should I finance this car? Boom, you click this, right? And this interactive tool, which again, you can embed in your site, gives them an answer. And also on top of that, you can connect their email. So for example, you want to connect their email saying, for example, get more tips on financing here, or get a better deal for your finance, right? They put their email, they sign up, right? And they get attached, and you can collect all your leads into this page, right? You can collect leads from here. And you can just click this, embed this into your site. Pretty straightforward. You can create magnets for anything you want. Just literally, the possibilities are endless. Unlimited prompts, unlimited placeholders, and you can choose if you want to capture their emails or not. So pretty cool. Again, car financing, stocks calculators as well, like if the stock is a good investment or not. I mean, BMI calculators, mortgage calculators, meal plans, diet plans. They don't need to be calculators. You can just literally do whatever you want, and at the same time collecting the leads from those blogs. Pretty cool. Now, on top of that, you can also do keyword research here. So you input your site, competitors, a bunch of more stuff, and it gives you like a list of keywords you should be ranking for. You can select the ones you want and then produce articles based on these keywords. You can generate SEO optimized articles, AI news articles, which this one right here is an AI news article. California police departments raise concerns over Tesla car patrols. This is all done with AI, and of course, it links how they down here the sources for the AI news article. You can do Amazon product reviews. You can convert YouTube videos to blog posts and a bunch more cool stuff, all in this tool. That's why it is the best. There's also an auto blogging feature, which allows you basically to have an auto blog running on autopilot forever based on keywords, based on news, based on RSS feeds, based on YouTube channels. You can have a blog running on autopilot for you all the time. There's also indexing automatically. It integrates with all these platforms. Like if you have a website, surely it's on here on the CMS, automatically syndicates your content to social media with this social media syndication thing. You can purchase backlinks as well. I mean, the possibilities here are endless because it's not just an AI SEO writer, it's way more than that. It's a holistic SEO tool that just saves you a ton of time. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, if you want to get access, how do you actually get access? Well, you can use the code YouTube and get 15% off. We never ran, I think, a coupon for this much. So there you go, get 15% off on the software, plus all the stuff that I talked about here, all of this stuff, right? All of these courses that people actually saw a bunch of results with, all this lifetime access. So you can even get just the cheapest monthly plan, right? And cancel after a month, you still get lifetime access to all this stuff. The plugin, all the courses, you can even hop on the weekly calls, I mean, forever. So you can just do it like that, just get the monthly plan, the cheapest one, subscribe for a month, cancel the next month, and you still get lifetime access to all this stuff. Using the coupon code YouTube again will get you 15% off, which is pretty cool. So that's it. That's the video. Again, a ton of value here. Hopefully you got the 5 tips on. Again, I urge you to please not just close this video and go watch another one. Just actually go out and actually write and implement this stuff right here, because this will actually we'll actually see results implementing this stuff. And if you want a bit more help, right, one-on-one help, just take me up on the offer right here to get all this stuff right here. Get it. How you get the offer is basically get any journalist AI plan. Again, you can even get the cheapest one. Use the code YouTube, get 15% off. Get all this included as well for life. And yeah, I'll see you on the inside. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.